Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great week. It's almost over. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about, so normally this time of year start a new I start a new program, like I start a new certification. And I decided, I was going through, I'm like, okay, which one? Well, first of all, I didn't know what I was going to be doing. Because, I didn't know what I was going to be doing this time of year back until November um, because of the election and everything. And then when I didn't win, I was like, well, now I can, plan and I can do a new certification. It'll be great. And so I started looking at certifications and I was like, oh, which one do I want to do? And I was trying to decide between a couple. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I'm good. I've done, quite a few at this point, and I'm certified for, 6 years or something at this point. So I don't have to do them, but I do like to learn. I do like to, they're fun to do. And but this year I was like, maybe I'll take a year off from doing a certification. And that doesn't mean that I can't always get one at some point during the year, because I always can. I just tend to do it this time of year because generally ISSA is running specials for Christmas and New Year's and stuff, so that's why I usually do it this time of year. So that's not to say that I can't do it later in the year, but I just decided, you know what, I'm going to take a year off from doing a new cert and see where things take me. I've got a lot going on. Got another short campaign to run, and we're working on getting the other gym area put together. Sort of working on getting the other gym area put together. It's just something that's in the works, and I think that it's going to be a really great addition. So this space, what the ultimate goal is for this bigger space. This half of the barn that this room is in, and that the other area that's going to be gym is in, is 30 by 30. The barn itself is 30 by 60. So this half is 30 by 30. This room is 30 by like 7-ish feet. So the other side is going to be quite a bit bigger. 30 by like 23 ish. So that space is going to be the gym. I'm going to move everything out there. All the equipment that's in here is going to be moved out there. I'm going to buy some new equipment. I hate that squat rack. I'm going to get something new, nice. And, eventually kind of acquire piecemeal some other pieces of equipment that I've really wanted for a long time. And then I'll have a bigger space to work in. It will be, it'll be big enough for me to be able to, what I'm really looking forward to is big enough for me to be able to work with small groups, like 2 to 4 people. And that way, I think that that'll open up possibilities for people that, maybe one are intimidated by coming in one-on-one. Because I think a lot of people, while they like the idea that it's a private space, that I'm not working in a public gym where people are coming in and out and they're self-conscious about people looking at them, which, spoiler alert, people in gyms aren't looking at you. It's just not a thing. But so I think they like the idea of it being private, but then they're also a little bit intimidated to come just with me by themselves. And some people want to come with like a friend. And I think that that'll open that up. And I can, charge less per person, but be, finances is part of this, so I can charge less per person, and it gives each person, a better, it makes it more accessible to more people, well, I make the same amount or a little bit more per hour because I'm training more than one person at once, but per person it's less. So that's something that I'm really excited about, getting that space set up. I have cable weights sort of ready to go. They got to be put together, but I've got them out there. I'm very excited about that. I've been trying to figure out if there's any way I can fit them in this space in the meantime, but there's just no way. It's too big and this space is too small. And then what I'd like to do is have this space available for someone else in the health and wellness industry. Whether that be, it could be anything from a massage therapist, if it's quiet enough for them, to, a physical therapist or a nutritionist or, something along those lines, that, will help both of our businesses as we work together. And, if I have a big enough space and enough equipment out there in my own studio, I can then possibly rent out to one other, fitness trainer that maybe either works a slightly different niche than I do or different hours than I do. And, it will allow more utilization of this space. So that's, I don't necessarily want to hire anyone because I don't know that I want to deal with all that business. But let someone rent the space from me. And I think that that's a good plan. So that's kind of where this is going, and also why I kind of wanted to take a year off from getting another certification, because I've just got so much going on right now. And that doesn't mean that I'm not still going to learn. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to still continue with, my own personal education. I will be learning from my clients. I learn a ton from my clients. And I'll still be reading fitness books, and I try to read as much as I can. Again, it's not a ton of time, but even if it's just like, I read like a few pages before I go to sleep at night, like that's something that I've made a priority, to make sure that I get at least something read every day. Some days I have more time. Other days it's just, I'm exhausted and I have just enough time to keep my eyes open for like 2 pages and then I have to go to sleep. And then some days I get a whole chapter read and it's great. But that is, and I'll keep you updated with my book reviews and the things that I'm reading. And I'll probably start doing some book reviews of like non-fitness related books as well. I've got one probably that I'll do tomorrow that I read while I was on vacation, and it's just a fun little book for specifically horse people. But I just wanted to, I think that part of fitness is also, mental fitness and expanding your mind and going into things with an open mind and exploring different things, and reading is a great way to do that. So I'll be doing a lot more, or as many book reviews as I can. So anyway, I just wanted to give a quick update as to what my plans are for, the coming next few months, and, give reasoning as to why, I didn't want to get a certification this year, because you don't have to get a certification every year. And there are so many amazing certifications out there that I would love to do, not just through ISSA, but other places as well. But sometimes it's just not, it's just not feasible when you're running a business and you have a family and you've got, your life and outside things fun things that you want to do. And also obligations that you feel like you have to do, like I do. So anyway, I wanted to update you all, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like it, share it, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow with a new video.